essayist. Knowledge, the measure of truth and falsehood.
How old you?
0 points.
We've entered the storm. To guard and defend! Crush them! The truth burns clear as if everything in this world is bleeding.
Fail!
I venture forth to forever triumphant! Check. Victory is inevitable!
Ready to squander the remainder of your days?
This one looks dangerous.
Incense ascend. Show your courage.
Stream forth. Gleam gold blades. I weep for the departed. It too shall fall.
Ready to squander the remainder of your days?
This one looks dangerous. Leave it to
Show your courage. Incense ascends.
Firefly Type 4! Activate!
too slow.
Target sighted! All units on alert!
Like fireflies until everything burns to ashes! Fight to live!
Ready to squander the remainder of your days?
Short respite, then time for the next fight.
Does that mean he—
I'm afraid so.
This is weird.
Well, in my opinion, Sunday I sensed a strong... That's why he'll give it his all.
Yeah, you're right.
Anyway, we can't leave the Stellaron unchecked. This is about trailblazing a bright future for Penacony and fulfilling Mikhail's and his... Now that we've taken up the mantle...
However, the same applies to the Order. The desire to dream. They've harnessed the...
What do you mean?
I believe, Firefly.
Before I left, the Destiny Slave told me that this journey would bring because one of the line
3 times?
the first time was, so now I've understood the meaning of my second death. And I am prepared to face it, only by achieving victory in this battle.
The most terrible—
The true death.
We must do everything we can.
Have you made up...
Yes.
Thank you again for your assistance for the Astral Express.
Yeah. I dreamed of a scorched earth.
Everyone, are you ready?
A new shoot sprouted from the earth. It bloomed in the morning sun and whispered to me. Like fireflies to a flame, life begets death. May we meet again in reality.
After today, Japella's name, that's your next stop.
Land of the dream. You mean?
Silverwolf told me about it.
Well, I want people die. We.
Do you exist,
Are you not the same, Blade? If I were to die now, though it's the tombstone that belongs, it will bear.
That's quite... I can sense that this... It's a shame you won't be able to... Yeah. Not just those nameless. Even Mr. Wings. But in the end, well, then I'll be joining you soon. Let's get together and have supper. Oh, here's to you. To the imperfect.
It's a shame these berries don't have much.
Seriously? In case you didn't know, this fruit, it becomes Have you?
Before coming here, I stopped by a place called Orkron. It had barren cliffs and nights lit by bonfire. The flavor wasn't exactly sweet, but it left a lasting impression. When I think back on my past, I realize that what's tying Don't worry about it.
Well, congratulations, by the way.
No, I had a companion in Orkron. She's a short, nameless girl who aspired to explore IX. She always said she'd walk a path deeper and farther.
Quite.
She...
Well...
Condolences. I don't need them. The girl left with a smile. She never regretted her choice in most...
That's proof that you're grieving.
Or... perhaps...
Afraid? I rarely sense...
I'm afraid I'll forget the 30 days I spent with her. just like all the other days in my life. Most of them, I fear that those...
Hard to imagine. A ranger accustomed to bloodshed,
Because I have experienced this warmth many times, as long as this red...
But you're right about...
When will this rain?
Perhaps...
Have you heard of a half an amber arrow?
Do you think the same
Yes.
Because of the nihility.
I would disagree. If the family messes...
No.
What do you mean?
The path in Penacony is...
Do you remember the two paths lost?
Shepe, the harmony.
Holy fuck! But I don't see any...
I can't say for sure. The Charmony Festival will start...
I have another plan.
Hold on.
Exactly.
Think.
I have considered it thoroughly. My companions are...
Are you the only one here? The Nameless is quite the diplomat. Our secrets have spread like wildfire within the family. This is a crucial moment for us. So, where is the
What do you mean, Master? I'm right here in front of you.
You know, she was supposed to be the star of the Charmony Festival.
But the plan has changed. As her brother, I know she doesn't want to sing for the Order. So I'll take her place.
You've always been wise beyond your years. I'm sure you understand the consequences of your choice.
If you consider this a bit... Well, there can't be two suns in the sky. I'll step up and...
Do you believe...
If karma exists, then everyone has their own karma. You have yours. And my karma has nothing to do with you.
All right. Since you're willing to sacrifice yourself for her, I'll grant your wish.
Well, the compromise came sooner than expected.
You and your sister were born as twins of the Order. Of course. You're still... The opening is near. Go, my child. Seize the power of the harmony and reveal your...
I have one final question, Master. Why did you choose to bring the Order to Penacony? Wouldn't it have been better to choose a desperate world instead of a city filled with hope and dreams?
It's for justice, Mike. If we lose justice in our hearts, we'll make the same...
So, it's not you who manipulates the dreamscape with this...
Well, that's where our conversation ends. Go ahead. The 107,000.
I shall ascend to the heavens, bathed in my light. My people shall flourish, while all evil shall be erased.
This is the
It's quite exhilarating to be flushed into the air by Soulglad. But why is the venue still closed when...
And not only that, the entire theater... Even if we're late, a grand theater like this shouldn't be completely empty. Let's explore around.
gosh, the atmosphere here is so creepy and unsettling.
But surely there's something better out
Even
there.
if there's no audience yet, there should be some staff around. Why is it so silent?
Sometimes it's nice to slow down a bit.
Are these puppet?
Something.
There's no other
So Sunday's messing with.
My apologies.
You.
I'm waiting for you behind the curtain. Following the Asdana tradition, I invite you. History is a mirror reflecting the universe within it. Natural. Let us commence with the dawning of the world. After the Dusk Wars, darkness veiled the sky, and chaos consumed the earth. Enna the Order emerged, destined to restore all existence. That marked the first day. They gathered nebulae and forged them into picks, thus creating a grand lyre with black and white keys. Strike the white keys, and the sun rose. Strike the black keys, and the moon rose. And so, the cycle of day and night arose. That marked the second day.
All together! Yeah, it's over already. Fast enough for you. Sometimes it's nice to slow down a bit. Let's save some time. All together! It's over already. Fast enough for you? hands are just itching to chop it up. Let's save some time. All together! Yeah, it's over already. Fast enough for you?
The puppets are gathering around the frame. Are they expecting us to enter it? Where are we now?
The atmosphere here looks similar to Sunday's inner world. Perhaps this so-called stage play is created with his abilities. This act is named Ode to Prisoner. Given the atmosphere here, I believe it's about Penacony's past.
I thought things were finally looking up as I managed to dodge prison during my recent trailblazing expeditions. But now it looks like I'll be back behind bars again.
Let's save some time.
I genuinely wish to avoid a violent clash with my esteemed guests from afar. Therefore, I've arranged 3 acts before the situation becomes irreparable. I genuinely wish to avoid a violent clash with my esteemed guests from afar. Therefore, I've arranged 3 acts before the situation becomes irreparable. Where shall we start our narrative? Where shall we start our narrative? Well, let's start with the time when Penacony was still a frontier. Where shall we start our narrative? Well, let's start with the time when Penacony was still a frontier prison. Where shall we start our narrative? Well, in 2147 AE, a prisoner named Hanunu ignited a struggle for liberty and emerged triumphant. IPC referred to it as the War of the Frontier, while the Asdanians dubbed it the War of Independence. It's true that Hanunu was a legendary hero, but it must be acknowledged that while he bestowed freedom upon the prisoners, he didn't grant them the 3 nameless stayed on the planet, endeavoring to spread the tenets of...
that's over already. Fast enough for you? Ooh, nice. But surely there's something better out there.
Let's build another prison, not within the
Once again, as Dana was engulfed in war, this time the enemies originating from within. The prisoners remained prisoners for the rest of their lives, fighting for freedom rather than living for it. As you can see, freedom
Visitors, this is...
Hey! Why do we have to fight while enjoying the show?
For I desire not only your enjoyment, but also your assistance in its completion.
I venture forth. Forever triumphant! Victory is inevitable! That's better.
Lend me your strength.
No one can restrict...
Thus conclude.
This must be, however...
This show is These puppets... Where are they guiding us this time?
They transmuted streams of stars into inked nibs, creating symbols to be pronounced and counted. They molded stardust into flowing rivers, assigning the righteous upstream. And the just downstream. The